188 for 9. That's what they've managed to score. Have the Chennai Super Kings against Rajasthan Royals. Paras, what do you think of this score?
Yes, given the cutters getting stuck onto the pitch, I feel this is a very reasonable score that Chennai has managed. And
Yeah.
coming to Chennai's batting, a very scratchy performance by all the batsmen. Everyone scoring in bits and pieces. No one having a substantial score. None of them were able to convert their starts to 50s.
The opening batsman Ruturaj Gaikwad and Faf du Plessis, especially Faf du Plessis, he was looking in some great touch. The shots that he played were some fantastic shots over the covers, over mid wicket. He was batting really well, but what do you think of his batting? Was it one shot too many for Chris Morris?
When we talk about Chennai as a batting unit, apart from Moeen Ali and Sam Curran, none of the other cricketers are active in the international circuit. There is
Mhm.
Deepak Chahar in the bowling unit, who's on and off in the team. And apart from that, Shardul does regularly feature in the test arena.
Yeah,
The batting for Chennai and the whole team for Chennai is very scratchy. Looking at Dhoni also performed today. He could not pick the slower ones, which were quite
yeah,
manageable. Apart
yeah.
from this, Faf did try his best to up the ante, but given the format, he was pretty well foxed.
Moeen Ali and Ambati Raidu were in some good form as well. They played some cracking shots to Rahul Tewatia, and Moeen Ali especially played a couple of hook shots and pull shots to Chris Morris. What do you have to say about their batting? They got two good starts, but they couldn't capitalize on it.
Yes, Moeen Ali was looking very good
Yeah,
until the ball that was bowled to him finally got him out. And also Ambati Raidu, right from the second ball, he looked very, very good. Today I thought he's going to do well.
yeah,
Unfortunately, got caught at deep extra cover. If he would have been able to middle that, that ball definitely would have gone for a six.
absolutely. And Ambati Raidu has played 3-4 years of his age cricket in Mumbai. In the last few years, he had played IPL for Mumbai, so he knows this ground very well, and he knows how to bat here. But we couldn't see him click that well after looking positive for a while. He just gave away his wicket. Don't you think, Paras?
Yes, that's the general trend over the last 2 years for Chennai Super Kings. This is a repetitive of what we've seen the previous year. Today, if you have a look at the batsmen, there were wickets falling down from both the ends. So
Yeah.
there was no anchor man. Though they brought in Chiteshwar Pujara in the squad, I'm actually wanting him to come one down so he can anchor one end and the others hit the big shots from the other end.
In the next match, we could see a change. Ruturaj Gaikwad could be dropped in the next match. You never know with Dhoni and Robin Uttappa as well. He's an experienced campaigner in the domestic circuit and has played a couple of for a couple of franchises in the IPL. He could also be given a chance. Don't you think, Paras?
Uh, you know, uh, yes, I mean, Tappa is a fantastic player. He can play the shots all round, and you can't compare him with the Pujara. The reason for a Pujara to feature in the 11 will be totally different than an Uthappa. So
Yeah.
given Dhoni's men, not they weren't even able to rotate the strike well today. Yash, Dhoni himself respecting Tavetia, who basically got it around 20 runs in the first 2 overs, only managed to give 1 or 2 runs in his third over
Yeah,
when Dhoni was just trying to get set. So that
absolutely.
wasn't required, Yash.
Yes, you're right about that. But some good bowling by the fast bowlers. Chetan Sakaria among the wickets again. Looking at the scorecard, you can see wickets all over. 9 wickets falling down for the Chennai Super Kings. Chris Morris picking up a couple of wickets. He's back as usual, as we spoke about. And Mustafizur Rahman got hit for quite a lot of runs in the last over. But other than that, he was good. Don't you think, Paras?
I would want to highlight this one strategy from Rajasthan. Three of the pacers are pretty much identical. There's
Yeah,
Chetan Sakaria, there is Mustafizur, and then
Jaydev
there
Unadkat.
is Unadkat. So
Yeah,
those three are pretty similar. And line of attack that they had was off stump and outside off stump. And given the pitch not being on the quickest side, hence the catches around the cover region and the deep extra cover region. So that was the ploy. Morris is he stuck to his line and length. He's bowled very well. apart from that, when it comes to the spin department, we again saw Parag given the ball, and we've seen that underarm ball, almost if you call it an underarm ball, a sidearm ball, whatever. But they pretty much weren't well accommodated with the spin department today, but the Pacers did well.
Yeah, and talk about Pacers, especially Chetan Sakaria. He's playing his first IPL. He's just 20 years old. He's a young lad, and the way he's bowling, the approach that he's taken, it's amazing to see youngsters, coming on this arena, this level, and performing consistently.
Yes, yes. The ball wasn't swinging much for him for starters, but he managed to do well. I am actually a big fan of the back of the hand slower one. Anyone who can bowl it on the seam is got a very strong wrist and uh, a very strong action for that ball to get delivered correctly. And he's bowled
Absolutely.
very well today. The only thing I would want to see from him is his pace to go up.
Yeah.
If he is able to do this at at the speed around 140, 142, and then bowls the slower one like the way he's bowling, then the scenario will completely change and he'll be more effective.
Absolutely, that's a very good point you brought there because when you the slower one, the whole point of it is to deceive the batsman with the pace. But when you're bowling military medium at 130, 132, the 120 case slower delivery is not slow enough to deceive a batsman. So I get your point. But now quickly moving on to the RR batting, they have some people who are in exquisite form. Sanju Samson and Josh Butler, who is now going to open the innings. What do you have to say
Hmm.
about their batting lineup? Fantastic batsmen.
The top four for Rajasthan are solid. Uh, if at all Chennai is able to penetrate that, the middle order and the lower middle order hasn't really fired well. You can term those cricketers as scratchy for the moment. There's Dubey, he's got a start in one of the matches but could not capitalize. And apart from that, the other batsmen around him, Parag, he's looked good up till his 2025 runs. So if it's to be for Rajasthan, the top four have to win it for them.
Yeah, but speaking of the lower order as well, Paras, they've got some good depth in the batting with Rahul Tewatia who can, pinch hit the ball like he did last year. He hit a couple of great innings he'd had. And Chris Morris as well. We saw last game what he can do and how he can, if he can replicate it once again. Do you think he will be an important player in this team? And could we see him come up the order given the form that he possesses now?
The lefty righty combination is very well set for Rajasthan. So I
Yeah,
think they'll not be promoting Morris up the order. Given the
true.
batsman before him is a left hander, and then comes a right hander, Parag, and then comes Dubey. So that pattern will not be will not be changed until they just want Morris to have a knock if they've done very well up top. A lot is expected off of Morris as he's a key player for Rajasthan, and they will want him to play the complete tournament for their side if they are to win this.
That's absolutely true. And Chris Morris has been an important player for Rajasthan Royals this season, and he will be for whatever teams he whatever position and whichever team he plays for.
Hmm.
Now, speaking of the Chennai bowling, Deepak Chahar was on fire the last time he played at the Wankhede Stadium, picking up 4 for 13, his career best. So, what do you have to say about the bowling unit of CSK? Because they've got a lot of options. They've got four all-rounders, like we spoke about, earlier, and now with three good fast bowlers up front. What do you think? What would be their plan? Would they go to contain the RR batting or would they go for the wickets?
Up top wickets are very essential. Dhoni's. I'm actually unsure about what Dhoni's thinking. Dhoni is more of a person who likes the opposition to submit rather
Yeah.
than die up front. So his contingency plan is definitely up and ready. If it is to be for Chennai today, the Pacers have to do well. Chahar, this pitch will again suit him, though there is no swing. We can see a couple of wickets for him upstart, and his supporting partner would be Shardul Thakur.
Shardul
Uh,
Thakur.
Thakur has not been in the best of the forms. He's conceded a lot of runs, though he's in excellent wicket taking form in the international circuit. We haven't been able to see that in the IPL yet, but let's hope and wait that if he delivers. And also Dwayne Bravo, another wicket
Yeah.
taker. He's an excellent death bowler for Dhoni. He's done very well, managed to win a couple of purple caps as well in the previous editions of the IPL. And also Jadeja, if Dhoni this is not the best of the grounds for a bowler such as Jadeja. But given the experience he has and the 30-yard circle that Chennai has, I am seeing some wickets for him too.
With Dhoni, as you said earlier, no one knows what's going on that man's head. He's so calm, he doesn't show it on his face. But you could see, a shuffling of bowling because Sam Curran is another option that could bowl the new ball. He's got some good, swing. He can swing the ball into the right hander, and Butler has had his troubles to the in swinging one. So we could see Sam Curran, and they've played for England together, so they know each other's weaknesses. But Paras, the most important question I feel is the due factor. How important is the due in this game? And because they're chasing a total that is just above par, I would say, or just par, 188 is not that big a total, but it's not small enough to submit your game. But do you
Hmm.
think due will play an important factor coming in the second innings?
I could not see much of Dube, even in the strategic timeout. The method that they use of drying the ground with the rope wasn't
Super
in play
swapper.
today. The
Yeah.
super swapper is not yet available in Mumbai, but it's the old traditional way of trying to take the rope across the
Yeah.
outfield for it to dry up wasn't in play today. So I think the dew is not going to play a major factor today. And if there's a slightest of dews, it's going to make the conditions more favorable for the batsman, and then it's going to go anti Jadeja.
So do you think it's going to be a total that'll be easily chased down, or how would the game go about?
Chasing is never easy. Ash, one wrong decision and everything falls down. But I'll back Chennai. As I said, I'll give you my verdict in the first innings.
Yeah.
Depending on what I've seen of the cutters, spinning from middle leg outside off, Chennai can also do the same. And now that they've seen what's the best to extract from this pitch, they'll go for it.
So you're saying you're backing Chennai. That is your prediction that Chennai is going to win this game.
Yes, 100%. I'm with Chennai tonight.
Okay, so your heart was right in the end. Heart says MSD. So we'll have some live action now. The umpires are out there. Dhoni is giving a pep talk as we can all see, and we will see some live action. So I'll see you in the post-match show, Paras. Some amazing cricket to be played in the second innings, and let's see what happens. RR versus CSK.
Absolutely, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.